HBO's House of the Dragon bumps off another gay character, while the woke clinch their rectums. What a surprise. I'm Jasper Gonzo, and this is what's next. All right, guys. Jasper Gonzo here, another episode of What's Next. Your home of course, common sense and facts. Well, we'll have a little fun with this one. Only because I'm not that big of a fan. The Game of Thrones universe, the Games of Thrones franchise, who basically took the world by storm a few years back on HBO, came out with the House of the Dragon. Its follow-up, which of course a lot of people didn't think was going to happen, only because of how the final season of I almost said Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, ended. Well, it was only a matter of time before, and it's done in the past, before their gay characters were going to get bumped off, and House of the Dragon stay true to the method. And of course, by doing that, the woke mob has lost their fucking minds. Let's take a look, shall we? This comes out of Breitbart. Woke outrage. Leftists triggered by the House of the Dragon killing off gay character. Woke alphabet activists are triggered over the House of the Dragon, the long-awaited Game of Thrones prequel series, killing off a gay character in episode 5 of its first season. To introduce a rare couple of queers to the series, only for one of them to be dispatched quickly in visceral fashion, leaves an awful taste. British GQ writer Jack King wrote in a piece headlined, "Like Game of Thrones, House of Dragon has a queer problem." No, it's in the storyline, because they've done it before. King was referring to a scene in the House of Dragon in which Sir Criston Cole, Fabian Frankel, graphically murders Sir Geoffrey Lonmouth, Sully MacLeod, who's in a alphabet relationship with Leonor Valeron, Theo Nate. A tweet. And here I was thinking that Sir Criston Cole was an ally. Quote, "It's not the first time the queer characters have been introduced simply to face their ghoulish, bloody demise," King lamented, insisting that the treatment of gays in the Game of Thrones universe has been a long-standing point of debate. While King acknowledged that straight men, women, and children, pretty much every type of character, suffered violence and brutal deaths in the Game of Thrones series, inspired by the early Middle Ages, he nonetheless claims that, quote, "there are certain demographics who get the brunt of it more than most." The British GQ writer also pointed out a 2016 piece titled "Game of Thrones Has a Gay Problem" by Vulture's Brian Molan, who complained that the gay characters in the original series meant especially bloody and ignominious deaths, omitting the fact that a total of 6,887 characters died throughout the course of the series. Yeah, leave that little bit out, huh? Amusingly, King went on to say that the House of Dragons, set in a time period reminiscent of the European Dark Ages, feels outdated. Well, of course it does, because your gay character got bumped off. It's not just the gays who get the short end of the world in Game of Thrones, but it's the unsettling fact that even in 2022, a room full of writers might still default to the same trope the writer complained. Yes, because Middle Ages, they didn't bump anybody off in brutal and grisly deaths. Nah, that's just made up. Criston Cole's motive for killing gay, Geoffrey Monmouth, slip of the tongue, however, did not appear to be because the character was gay, as the murder happened shortly after Lonmouth revealed that the known Cole secret has slipped with Princess Targaryen, Millie Alcock. So basically, he was playing both ends of the fence. Nonetheless, viewers rushed to social media to deem the fictional House of Dragon character homophobic. Criston Cole's homophobic spread the word. One pathetic Twitter user said in a tweet, which received more than 1,600 likes. Of course, nobody with common sense clicked on. "I will never forgive Criston Cole for that homophobic rat for ruining this," another wrote. "Sir Criston Cole started the fight because he's homophobic, and I see no other logical reason." Another tweet. "Oh my gosh, this is so brutal and very obvious why he did it. I swear, if hear someone defend Kristen Cole again, you are dead to me. This man is homophobic incel. So Kristen Cole is the most homophobic man in the Seven Kingdoms. And so on, and so on, and so on. My thoughts. Well, as I said in the beginning of this, not a big fan of the Game of Thrones universe. I barely caught it during its 8 seasons. The only reason people were clutching their pearls and panties were bunching was because of season 8, and they said it was the worst season of the 7. And of course, there was the issue about the writer of the Game of Thrones series basically taking the day off. And people were asking for their checks back. But in regard to House of the Dragon, there is a history in the Game of Thrones universe of doing this to gay characters. But then again, you missed the almost 7,000 people that got bumped off during the entire series. But no, that doesn't count. Come on, it's men, it's women, they're straight, it's kids, who cares? As long as the alphabet character lives, all is well in the fictional medieval universe. But when you have Twitter nonsense going on, that you are dead to me, how dare you be so homophobic, ooh, it's pathetic. And here's a little secret, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a show. It's just a show. It has no relevance to real life. But then again, with a few of these people, yeah, well, they really can't tell the difference between reality and fantasy. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. I want to see more just like this. Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.